Good morning. This is Kelly Iacovelli with Iacovelli Real Estate. Just saying good morning. Happy Thursday. Beautiful sunny day out there. Hope you're enjoying it so far. I wanted to talk about some things today that I get a lot of questions about from sellers, and that's about two-stage or not two-stage. And of course, we have various levels of staging. And so we're just going to talk about some of the things that you as the home seller can do. Okay, so what are they? Well, the first thing that we need to do is we need to assess your property. And that can be difficult for you because you live there, and to you, everything is awesome. It's got your decor, it's got your paint colors, it's what you're used to seeing, and then unfortunately there's a lot of things that we don't even see because it's just status quo for us. And so you need to be able to step back and take a look at your property. Go to your front door or even drive up to your driveway and try to put yourself in the eyes of a home buyer. Look around, be aware. Are the cobwebs on your porch? Because after all, you don't use the front door, right? We go to the garage. Is the paint chipped around the door frames? Do you have a screen tore in the window? Look at all of those things. Are there weeds in that flower bed? Do you need to mow your lawn? Just all the many things like that. Then walk through the door. What do you see? Do you see fresh paint? What do you smell? Do you smell your dog? Do you smell your cat? Maybe you're used to it. You might need to get somebody else over there to smell. Also, I can't tell you how many homes I walk into and we're smelling pets. That's not good, especially if you get somebody who is allergic to pets. That's going to really turn them off. So what does the paint look like? What do your floors look like? Do you have a lot of pictures up, which are awesome because you want to display your family? However, you want the buyer to be able to walk in and make it feel like home to them and not that they're a visitor into your home. And if they're just seeing your pictures, they're going to think, well, I'm not comfortable here because it's their home. So you want to assess that. You want to look at the paint inside and out. Do you have chip paint on the outside? You definitely want to get that fixed. The buyers will see it, and that it will stick out like a sore thumb. So you definitely want to take care of that. And then, get in your car, drive away, look in the rear view mirror. What do you see? Do you see a yard that maybe needs to be kept? Do you see your garbage can sitting out and bicycles on the side of the house, or a gate on the fence that is kind of hanging crooked and that needs some repair? Get those things fixed. You want to get those things fixed because the buyer will see those. And then you want to eliminate clutter. This is a big one, and you see it so much, is that not everybody's idea of clutter-free is the same, but you want to clear off your countertops. So in your kitchen, clear off your countertops. Don't have anything on there if at all possible, or just have one item on there. In your bathrooms, clear everything off. Put them in drawers, put them in your cabinets, wherever you need to put it, but clear them off. It needs to look spacious. It needs to look like there's room in there. And if you have a lot of stuff sitting around, it's not going to show well, and it will reflect with the buyers. And if you have paperwork sitting out, maybe you have a desk that's in the kitchen or that's in the living room, one of those little built-in ones, and it's full of papers and stacked high. You need to clear that off, get organized. If you have an issue with that and you're having a hard time, bring in a professional, let them look at it and give you suggestions and ideas on how to help that. And then rearrange your furniture. So we arrange our furniture which is convenient for us, but it's not always the best appearance for the room. You want to arrange your furniture in a way that it opens up the room and it doesn't close it. So if somebody walks into the living room and they basically run into your couch and have to walk around, then it's closing off that space. So rearrange the furniture to where when they walk in to that room, it feels open and airy and spacious, because that's what everybody wants. They want space, they want room, right? And then get rid of your personal items. So get rid of your family photos. You're going to have to pack them anyway, so just start packing now, right? If you're a hunter and you have those deer heads up there, you probably want to take those down because that's not going to appeal to everybody. And again, you're going to pack them, just pack up a little sooner. And then and children's rooms, that's always a challenge. Go through the children's rooms, get rid of the old toys or the old clothes that they don't use, and make it feel more spacious and open and airy. Again, you're going to have to pack anyway, just pack up a little bit earlier. Make the space so that when the buyer walks in, it can feel like their home. They can picture their favorite family photo on that wall or their favorite chair in that space. So give them that free, clear easel to create their own space and their own life with. And then get rid of clutter out of the yard. How many times have you walked into a backyard and there's bike parts or garbages or just junk like the side of the home or even in the backyard? Get rid of it. Clear it out. You're going to have to anyway. Do it before you list. Get rid of the junk. Get rid of the clutter. Even if you have to go get a storage unit, go ahead and do that because it will pay off for you. So I've showed so many homes, and it amazes me because the home looks good, and then you walk in the garage, and it's obvious they've just thrown everything out into the garage, and so we can't even see the garage. Not a good idea. Go ahead and spend a little bit of extra money. Get yourself a storage unit. Put everything in the storage unit so that the garage looks good also, because that's important. All right, step 3, you want to spruce up the home before you show it. Okay, so here's my biggest pet peeve, and I know you've seen them. You go through those photos online, and a toilet seat is up. Can I get an amen? That is not the thing to do. So you always want to spruce up your home. Take everything off of go ahead and get yourself a basket even. And that before a showing, everything that's on the bathroom counter goes into that basket, into a closet. Do the same thing in the kitchen. Leave all the lights on. You want to make sure that all the blinds are up and open. You want to make sure that all the curtains are open. You want to make sure your windows are clean. Big, big, big deal. Clean your windows. You want the light shining in. Turn all your lights on and leave them on. And especially in your outside entryway, if it's a darker entryway, you absolutely want to leave it on. That's really important that it's open, it's light, it's bright, it feels great, feels spacious, feels welcoming and warm. Then also, again, going back to the paint, check the paint condition. You know, when you take those family photos down, if there's a ring around the where the picture was, that tells you need to get it painted. You need to paint. And I know that's inconvenient, but you know, in the long run, it will pay off. Paint is one of those things that will help your home sell for the most amount of money. It is a big deal. And then go outside and look at the paint. And especially if you're in that price point, that's FHA or VA, if you have any chip paint, the appraiser's going to call it. Let's get it taken care of ahead of time, and so that the buyer won't have to deal with it. Because if it's a $500 fix, that buyer's going to think it's going to be a $1,000 fix, and they're going to try to reduce the price to compensate for that. So it's an easy fix. Get it done before you list. Okay, the next one is professional cleaning. Now, not everybody's definition of cleaning is the same, so it doesn't hurt to get a professional cleaning. It's not that expensive. They'll go in and they'll do top to bottom cleaning, inside cleaning, all the windows cleaning, in the cabinets cleaning. Get it clean. And if you have pets, you have got to, have to, absolutely, no question, have your carpets cleaned and use a pet deodorizer. Because I know you don't smell your pet, but people who don't have pets or people who don't live there will smell it when they walk in. It is amazing to me. Now, I have a real issue with cat smell, and there I remember this one time I went to show the home, and I go to open the door, and I was hit with this horrible cat smell, and I couldn't even go in. I couldn't even show it to my clients. I said, well, if you want to go in, you can, but I have to wait out here. So you don't want that to happen in your home. Home inspection. So it is a great idea for you to get an independent company to come out and do a home inspection. Let's get on top of some of those repairs, if there are any repairs. You know, they're going to go under your house. Do you go into the house? Do you check what's under there? They're going to go in the attic. They're going to check all your appliances. They're going to check for leaks. They're going to and take care of all of those. Get them fixed, because again, if it's a $500 fix, the buyer's going to think it's going to be a $1,000 fix, and they're going to try to get that price reduced to compensate for that. So let's be proactive and get that home inspection. The other thing is landscaping. Is your yards need to be manicured. They need to look good. Get rid of the weeds. Make sure that it's mowed and there's a nice flower bed. If you have bark and it's all faded or it's missing, put new bark in. If you don't have any color, you might want to put a little bit of color in there. You know, a few flowers. Very inexpensive, but it's very, very effective. And make sure that you use a weed eater, and you don't have weeds all over the place, and you can't even see the flower bed, or what was once your garden beds are now just a bunch of weeds. Clear them out, clean them out before you list. People will notice, and it will make your pictures look amazing, because remember, they're online before they ever come in your door, right? So you want to make sure that you do that. And again, leave it all open in the best light. And then lastly, you want to price it right. That has nothing to do with staging. However, staging can affect your price, but you want to price it right. So you want your home to be clean. You want it to be decluttered. You want it to be bright, and you want it to be airy. You want it to smell good. You want it to have fresh paint. You want it to have clean carpet. You want the garage accessible. So, and you want the yards all nice, neat, and clean. So hopefully some of those tips may help you. And if you have any questions, you can always private message me, and you can reach me at kellysyouragent@gmail.com, and my website, yacovellirealestate.com. Hope you have a fabulous, amazing, wonderful, warm Thursday here in Boise, Idaho.